Happy morning, children. Welcome to Blue Stars High Secondary School online classes. Today we are going to see your English class for Standard 9. Okay, I hope you all are safe and sound. So before getting into the class, let me give you the thought for the day. Your belief become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your values. Your values become your destiny. Okay. So what's my destiny? Yeah, what you're going to be in your future. Okay, your final destiny. So you should have good thoughts. Okay, first thing is believe you can do anything. Okay, if you believe, it is halfway through your achievement. Okay, children. So whenever you feel like no, I can't do it, okay, whenever you are having low spirits, just keep believing yourself. Okay, belief is very much important. Keep believing yourself. Understood? If you believe yourself, surely you will achieve great things in your life. Okay, because your belief become your thoughts become your words. Okay, if you believe good, you will be thinking good. If you think good, obviously, or you will speak good. If you speak good, you will do good. Okay, if you do good, that becomes a habit to you. Okay, if you're following good habits, that becomes good values. Okay, if your values are good, surely you will achieve anything. Okay, nothing is impossible. Understood, children? So that's all for the thought for the day, and let's get into the lesson. We have completed our unit 1, isn't it? So now we are going to start with the unit 2 prose. So unit 2 prose is I can't climb trees anymore. Okay, this was written by Ruskin Bond. Okay, the author name is Ruskin Bond, is a famous writer. Okay, he has written many poems and many short stories mainly. Okay, so he's such a great writer during his time. And you can just see here, I can't climb trees anymore. What is the meaning of this? So this is about, so on hearing this title, we came to, we have some idea about the lesson, isn't it? So which means a particular person, he is not able to climb trees anymore because he is becoming old. Maybe, okay, if he is becoming old, he will not be able to climb trees. So something related to that, isn't it? So let us see what is this story about. So before that, I'll just give you some introduction. Like, you know what's my nostalgic, right? Nostalgic means like we'll be missing something. We'll be having it and we'll be missing it now. Okay, for example, if you are, I mean, out of your home for a long time, okay, if you are staying in hostel or something, you will be very nostalgic about your home because you want to go back to your home, isn't it? And if you're just completing your primary school, you're coming to your upper primary, okay, and you want to go back to your primary school and you want to learn there again, you're very much nostalgic about your primary school, isn't it? So this nostalgic is missing something so badly. Okay, and so here this story is also something related to that. Okay, so before getting into the story, let me give you a small introduction about the author. I told you Ruskin Bond. He is an Indian author of British descent. Okay. The Indian Council for Child Education recognized him pioneering role in the growth of children's literature in India. Okay. And awarded him the Sahitya Academy Award in 1992 for Our Trees Still Grow in Dera, given by the Sahitya Academy, India's National Academy for Literature. Okay, so what is the National Academy for Literature? Sahitya Academy. Okay, he was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. He now lives with this adopted family in Landoor in Missouri. Okay, so still he is alive and is living with his family, his adopted family in Missouri. Okay, children. So this is about the author, and this is the glossary, and you'll be coming across all these words in this story. Okay, so it's turnstile. First one, just see here, turnstile. Turnstile means In the park, you will be having a mechanical gate, isn't it? We'll be like climbing on it and be rotating, isn't it? Yes, in the entry of the park, you'll be having this mechanical gate that is called turnstile. Understood? Okay, hollyhocks. Hollyhocks is it's a plant. Okay, it's a Eurasian plant of the mallow family. Okay, with large showy flowers, some red and white flowers. It will just give. We'll just see all these pictures in the story. Okay, colonel. Colonel is a rank of officer in an army. Understood? Brigadier. Okay, brigadier is also, it's like a rank of officer in the army above colonel. Okay, more than colonel, it is brigadier. Trapeze. Trapeze is like a horizontal bar you should have seen in the circus, isn't it? They'll be like flying here and they're using one horizontal bar and hanging ropes. That is trapeze. Okay, bougainvillea. Okay, it's also an ornamental shrubby climbing plant. It's all or just we say no like crotons, isn't it? So it's all or just ornamental plants. Okay, just to decorate the place. Okay, budgerigar. Budgerigar is it's a small Australian bird. Okay, it's also a bird. Muttered. Muttered means like talking very slowly. Okay, to utter in a low tone, saying something in a very low voice. Okay, slithered. Slithered means just usually snake used to slither. Okay, the movement of the snake, no, we say as snake slithers. So slithering is when we just, how will you climb down the wall? We cannot walk, isn't it? We have to just slither down, like the slow movement. And sometimes you can just see like like slithering. Slithering means like it's a slow movement, okay? And then pruning. Pruning is the act of trimming the plant. You should have seen in the garden and all. They'll just trim the plants. Yes. Drenched. Drenched means completely wet. Okay. When you just go out in the rain, you will get drenched. Isn't it? So that is completely wet. Okay. Soaked. You can say as soaked. Chiming. Chiming means like some melodious sounds. Okay. You should have seen, no, in our house, we'll be having this wind chimes. Okay, we will be handing it, and when the wind blows, that will move and gives a melodious sound. That is chiming. Cranking. Cranking is like starting. You should have seen, no, when the car starts. Okay, the engine sound you get, isn't it? The cranking sound. Cranking. And then eddies. Eddies means in a circular motion. Eddies means like swirls. Okay, like just a spiral like thing. Circular movement of air or water. Okay, whirl we can say, or spiral movement. Sprightliness. Sprightliness means very much energetic. It's full of energy, liveliness you can say, spirit or life. Okay. Lissom. Lissom means slim. Okay, slim or thin we can say. Okay, like very graceful. Okay, you can just say these words. Prosperous. Prosperous is very successful. Okay, very flourishing or healthy, happy, whatever it is. Okay, so prosperous. Appraising. Appraising is access. Evaluate or estimate. Okay, just evaluating someone, that is appraising. Okay, just it's a whatever work you have done is good, like this we say, isn't it? That is appraising. Okay, estimating or evaluating. I hope you understand all the words and its meanings. Okay. Okay, children. So before getting into the lesson, I would like to ask you some questions. What do you see in this pic? Yeah, you can see some children playing in the tree. Have you ever tried swinging from a tree? Any one of you? We used to just tie some swing in the tree and we used to play, isn't it? Okay, have you ever climbed up the tree nearby your home? Okay, have you ever climbed up a tree to pluck fruits? Yes, some of you may have played in the tree by just tying a swing, isn't it? Or we would have hold the branches of the trees and we'll be playing. And some of you would have just, climb on the tree. Okay, we would have just climbed the tree to pluck the fruits, isn't it? So many things. So we are very much attached to a tree, always. Okay, so why do we have this warm-up session? So now we got an idea, I think, isn't it? So I can't climb trees anymore is the title of this lesson. So here we have some relation with the trees, isn't it? So what relation the author has, let us see. So this is the story I Can't Climb Trees Anymore by Ruskin Bond. Okay. So you can just see here the house. You could see, no, it is made up of solid blocks of granite. Okay, like this. So this house is made up of solid blocks of granite. It's an old house. Okay. And now the author of this story, he's just passing this house. Okay, you can just see here. And when the author is just passing, he was just standing in the grass verge, which means like outside the compound wall, there's some grass was there. And this author was just standing there and watching this house. And this house has not changed much, except only there was one more outhouse in the nearby place. Okay, and some few trees have grown. But remaining, other than that, the house was the same. Okay, he was very happy to see. And he was also happy to see the jackfruit tree. Okay, and because it's a famous tree, you could see the shade of the jackfruit trees falling on the side wall of the house, isn't it? See, you can just see the shade of the jackfruit tree. Okay, so what are the things the author sees? He sees the house, the old house made up of solid blocks of granite, and only thing, some few trees are grown and a new outhouse was there, except that the house was the same which he was seen so many years ago. Okay, and he was just happy to see that jackfruit tree and the shade which was just falling on the wall of this house. On seeing the shadow of the tree falling on this house, this author just remembered his grandma saying, the house on which the shadow of the tree falls is a blessed one. Okay, it's a blessed house. Okay, and so the author thought the persons who are living in this house now are receiving the tree's blessings. Okay, so at the spot where he was standing, now once there was a turnstile, this is what I told you. You'll be seeing this in the park, isn't it? Just to enter into the park, you'll be seeing this. This is a turnstile. Okay, so this turnstile, where the author is standing now, once there was a turnstile. And during that time, the author was a boy. Okay, because he was a boy long ago and he used to just play in this turnstile. It will just go round and round until he feels dizzy. He'll be playing in the turnstile. And now this turnstile was just taken off and they've just kept a wall or opening wall was there. Okay, and tall hollyhocks was just grown on the sides of the wall. This is what the appearance of the house now. They just give about an idea about the house, how it was looking and how it was in the olden days, which means as a boy, the author maybe stayed here, isn't it? And now he is no more, the inmate of the house now. He is staying somewhere else. Okay, so now let's see. I told you nostalgic meaning, isn't it? So this is what it is. So maybe the author would have stayed here. So he's feeling very much nostalgic on seeing this house. And he just says that, he just recollects all the thoughts when he was in this house. He's just comparing how the house was previously. Okay. So when he was just looking at the house, and he was just recollecting the things, he heard a voice suddenly. That voice, that was the voice of a girl. Okay, what are you looking at? Okay, a little girl is asking. And this little girl was just standing between the hollyhocks. I told you, this is the flower hollyhocks. She was maybe like some 12 or 13 years old only. Okay, she has long black hair. And this girl is asking this man, what are you looking for? Okay. And the man said, I am looking at it, at the house. Is it yours? Okay. The man is asking, is it your house? And the girl immediately said, no, it's my father's. Why? Do you want to buy it? So he says, no, this is not my house. This is my father's house. But why are you looking at it? Do you want to buy the house? The girl is asking. Understood? And the man says, what is your father? Okay, what work he is doing? Okay, and the girl says he's only a colonel. Okay, he's only a colonel. And only a colonel. So the man was very much surprised because colonel is a higher rank, higher position in the army. Okay, and but the girl says actually she should be proud that her father is a colonel, but she says he is only a colonel. So the man was surprised. Only a colonel? Okay, so see the answer for this. The girl gives. Well, he should have been a brigadier by now, which means he expects his father to be in a higher position. So she says only a colonel. Okay, so I mean she's having that much confidence in her father. So he is having so much capability of reaching higher position, but he is not given that. Okay, so this was the maybe the thought of the daughter, we can say. Well, he should have been a brigadier by now. Immediately after hearing this, the man was laughing. He burst out laughing. Okay. When he was laughing, the girl could not understand why the man is laughing. So she said, it is not funny. Okay, even mommy says he should have been a brigadier. Okay, even mom used to tell this is what, no, whenever little children are there, they will observe what the parents are talking, isn't it? So they'll be like repeating what are the words said by them. So usually her mommy used to say that you should have, said the father that he should have been a brigadier by now, but only he is a colonel. Okay, so the same thing the girl is also repeating, okay, to the stranger. So the girl says, even mommy says this, why are you laughing now? Okay, it was on the tip of his tongue to make a witty remark. Perhaps that's why he's still a colonel, but he did not want to give offense. They stood on either side of the wall appraising each other. So just see, the conversation is going on. The girl is standing inside the house. Okay, there was a compound wall, and this side of the compound wall, the girl is standing. And outside of the compound wall, the man is standing, and they're just having this conversation regarding the house. Do you understand, children? Okay. And now, after that, the girl asks, okay, so you are coming and looking at the house. Do you want to buy this house? And the man said, no. Then the girl was asking, okay, if you don't want to buy the house, why are you looking at my house? Okay, we used to ask this, isn't it? Children used to ask this. Okay, you don't want to buy this house, then why are you looking at it, isn't it? So the man says, I used to live here 25 years ago. Okay, as a boy, as a young man, and then my grandmother died and we sold the house and went away. See? So this man has come to see the house where they lived long ago. So this man said, no, I've lived there for 25 years ago. When I was a little boy, then I become a young man. Okay, still then we were living in this house only. After that, my grandmother died and we have to sell this house and we went away. Okay, after that, the girl was silent for some time. And then the girl asked the author, the man, okay, and you would like to buy it back now, but you don't have the money. Okay, so the girl was just observing how the man looks. He did not seem to be much richer. Okay, he did not seem to be much wealthier. So the girl was asking, Okay, so you have lived in this house 25 years ago and now you have come here to buy this house, but you don't have money. Am I right? The girl was asking. Okay, the man said, no, I don't want to buy this again. I just want to see it. That's all. I just came here to see this house where I lived long ago. And the man asked the girl, how long have you lived in it? So the girl said, only for 3 years. Okay, so we are living here for 3 years, the girl said. And the girl also asked, would you like to come in and look more closely? Because you said that you lived in this house 25 years ago. Would you like to come inside and just have a look at the house? When the girl asked this, the man was just asking, would your parents mind? Because he's just talking with the small girl. Okay. So the man is asking, okay, will your parents say anything if I come inside and see the house? And the girl said, no problem. They won't mind because I am allowed to bring my friends home. Okay, so they said, my parents will not say anything because they allow my friends to come inside. And moreover, they have gone to the club. As of now, they are not at home. Okay, you just understand this, children. See here. She was silent for a while, taking this in information. Then she said, and you'd like to buy it back now, but you don't have the money. He did not look very prosperous. Okay, prosperous means like wealthy. No, I wasn't think of buying it back. Wanted to see it again, that's all. How long have you been lived in it? Only 3 years, she smiled. Would you like to come in and look more closely? Wouldn't your parents mind? The man is asking. They've gone to the club. They won't mind. I'm allowed to bring my friends home. Okay, the girl said, yes, you can come inside. I'm allowed to bring my friends home. Okay, even elderly friends like me. So the man is asking immediately, okay, you're allowed to bring your friends, but are you allowed to bring an elder man like me? How old are you? The girl asked. So the man said, just a middle-aged man. I'm a middle-aged man, but feeling young today. Why did he feel young today? Because he has just came to see the house where they lived long ago, 25 years ago. When he was a boy, then he became a young man in the house only, isn't it? So on seeing that house, he just recollects all his youthful days. So he says, I am a middle-aged man now. So what is this middle-aged? Maybe around some 40, we can say, no, like the 40 to 50, like that. Okay, but feeling young today. And to prove it, he decided he would climb over the wall instead of going round to the gate. He got upon the wall all right, but had to rest there breathing heavily. Isn't it? So just see, he thought that he is very young today. He feels very young today. Just to prove that, instead of coming inside the house through the gate, he thought of climbing the wall and come inside. Maybe he would have done this when he was young, isn't it? So he just thought of climbing the wall and to come inside. But to see, he just climbed the wall, but he has to rest there for some time. Why? He has become aged now. He could not have that, the stamina to climb the wall as a young one, as a young man, isn't it? So he was just sitting there and he was just breathing heavily. Okay. On seeing this, see here, middle-aged man on the flying trapeze, he muttered to himself. So what he says, what is the flying trapeze? This is what the flying trapeze, I told you, in the circus, they used to have this like a vertical rod like thing, and they used to just fly and they hold their hands of the other. Okay, so flying trapeze is a circus act in which people swing from one end of the circus tent on ropes, isn't it? That is a flying trapeze. So he thought him in that way, climbing this wall, and he was just sitting there. He feel like he is on a flying trapeze. Okay, why he says this? Because he become a middle-aged man now. Okay, he's no more a young. I'll help you, she said. The girl said, okay, let me give me your hand. Okay. And then he just slithered down into the flower bed, shattering the stem of a hollyhock. So what is this? This was slithering down. He's just moving slowly from the compound wall. When he was just getting down, he just stamped on the hollyhock and he just break that hollyhock. Okay. Hollyhock is a plant, isn't it? As he walked across the grass, he spotted a stone bench under a mango tree. Okay, so when he just came, so now the man has came inside. How did he came inside? He just climbed on the wall, then he just came down, isn't it? And now after coming inside, he was just walking across the grass. So he spotted, he just found the stone bench under the mango tree. So usually his grandmother used to sit, okay, here. She used to rest here, okay, when she was just tired of pruning the rose bushes and bougainvillea. Or pruning, trimming we saw, isn't it? Pruning means trimming. After that, whenever the grandma is tired of it, she'll come and sit here. So on seeing this, the man also said, come, let's go and sit there. Okay, I don't want to go inside the house. So the man came and sat on this bench. The little girl also sat by the side of this man. Okay, children, I hope you understand this. Do you? Okay. Now it's question time for me. Sorry, just see here. What was the old house built with? Do you remember the picture of this old house? Yeah, the old house was built with solid blocks of granite. Okay. And okay, does the visitor live in the house? No. The visitor lived in the house 25 years ago. He is not living now, isn't it? Okay. Now let's go to the second part of this lesson. What happened? The man came inside by climbing the compound wall and they just sat on the bench, a stone bench under a mango tree. The man said, I don't want to come inside, but I just want to sit here, isn't it? So the girl is also sitting behind the man. After sitting there, the man was just closing his eyes and he was just recollecting all the things which he saw when he was a young boy. Okay, just see what are the things he remembered. The music of the piano. Okay, what is this? The music of the piano. The chiming of the grandfather clock. You could see the chiming, no? Yes, the sound the clock makes. Yes, the chiming of the grandfather clock. The constant twitter of the budgerigars. So these are the budgerigars. So they will be all chirping, no, always. Yes, that sound. Yes. Then the grandfather cranking up the old car. What is this? Starting up the old car. Okay, so all this sound he could just remember on sitting that old stone bench. He was just remembering all these sounds. So what are these? The piano, music of the piano, then the chiming of the grandfather clock, the twitter, okay, the twitter, the chirping of the budgerigars, and the grandfather cranking up the old car. Then after recollecting everything, he just say, I used to climb the jackfruit tree. Okay, you can just see the jackfruit tree here, isn't it? He says, immediately the girl asked, do you want to climb it again? My parents won't mind. So just see, the girl is asking, since she's a little girl, she asked. Once the man said, I used to climb this jackfruit tree. Immediately the little girl asked, do you want to climb it again now? Okay, if you want, you can. My parents will not say anything, the girl says. See? No, no. After climbing the garden wall, let's just sit here for a few minutes and talk. I mentioned the jackfruit tree because it was my favorite place. Do you see that thick branch stretching out over the roof? Halfway along it, there's a small hollow in which I used to keep some of my treasures. So he says, I used to climb this jackfruit tree when I was a young boy. Okay. And this jackfruit tree branch will be like passing over the roof of my house. Okay. It was just stretching over the roof. And when I just climbed this, halfway in the middle of the tree, there is a hole. Okay, there is a hollow places there where I used to keep all the treasures. Okay, all the treasures, some precious things, isn't it? Whatever the child feel it very important for them. And he says, I used to keep it inside the hole of this jackfruit tree. Okay, so the girl is asking, what kind of treasures will you keep there? And the man says, nothing valuable. Okay, I'm not going to keep anything very valuable, just some marbles. Okay, these are the marbles and some old coins. Okay, so I was a bit of crow. Collecting bright things and putting them away. So what he says, I've not just kept anything very costly over there, very valuable, but only some little marbles and some old coins. Okay, and also I have put my grandfather's iron cross. Okay, I've just put my grandfather's iron cross there. And my grandfather is a British person, but he has got this iron cross from a German soldier. Okay, this was given as an award for the bravery during the First World War. Okay, when my father fought in France, so which means his grandfather is also from the army. Okay, so he was just fighting for France. He got it from a German soldier. Okay, this one was given as a symbol of bravery. Okay, so he got it from the German soldier. So he says, I have even put this crosses also in the hole of the jackfruit tree. Okay, and then he says, do you still have it? The girl was asking, do you still have it? And the man says, no, he said, looking her in the eyes, I left it in the jackfruit tree. Okay, so where the man has left the iron cross, he has left it in the jackfruit tree itself. You left it in the tree? The girl is asking. Yes. I was so excited at that time, packing and saying goodbye to people and thinking about the ship I was going to sail on, that I simply forget all about it. So he says, when he was just going from this house, he just thought of only the ship which he is going to sail, because they are moving to other place. You are very busy in packing up things. So the boy completely forget about the iron cross that he has kept on the jackfruit tree. Okay. So see here, the Paramveer Chakra is the highest wartime gallantry award given to the soldiers of the Indian Armed Forces for the display of utmost courage and complete selflessness when facing the enemy. Since its inception in 1950, 21 fearless heroes have been awarded the medal till January 2018. Okay, so here they are giving this iron cross as a symbol of bravery, isn't it? But here in India, they used to give the Paramveer Chakra. This is the highest honorary award for the soldiers in the army. Okay. Okay, now let me tell you the remaining story. You could see the hole here, isn't it? A hole in the jackfruit tree. This is your jackfruits. Yes, so here you could see the hole in the middle of a jackfruit tree. Okay, so the girl is asking, so it may be still there in the hollow part of the branch. So the girl says, you have kept the iron cross in the jackfruit tree. So for sure, it should be here only. Okay. And the man said, yes, it is 25 years. Okay. So how many years runs away? 25 years. So it may be there. Okay. Unless someone else found it. Would you like to go and look? Okay. So the man says, maybe it will be there, but if anyone would have gone there, they would have taken it. Okay, if nobody found it, still it will be there only. So the girl is asking, would you like to go and look? Okay, so the girl says, you want to climb the tree and you want to look at it? The man says, I can't climb trees anymore. Why he can't climb trees anymore? Because The man becomes a middle-aged man now. From young, he becomes a middle-aged man. He's aged now, so he cannot climb trees anymore, the man says. But he is very much nostalgic about the things, about the house, isn't it? If you can't, I will go and see. You just sit here and wait for me. Okay, the girl says, okay, you cannot climb the tree, but I can climb it. Let me go and take it for you. Saying so, the girl just ran and she just climbed the tree and she was just shouting, I found something. Okay, and now barefoot, she ran breathlessly towards him in her outstretched hand, a rusty old medal. So what she has brought from the house, from the tree? Yes, she brought the iron cross, okay, which the boy has kept long, 25 years ago. Okay, so the girl has just brought it and she was just running towards this man and he was just showing this. See, I have brought this medal for you. He took it from her and turned it over on his palm. Is it the iron cross? She asked eagerly. Yes, he said, this is it. Now I know why you came. You wanted to see if it is still there in the tree. So what is that? Once the girl has just brought the iron cross from the tree, the man was just seeing it very happily. And the girl asked, is this the iron cross you were talking about? The man said, yes. And immediately the girl said, I know why you came here now. You wanted to see whether the iron cross is there in the tree or not. That is why you have come to see my house, isn't it? The girl is asking. Okay, and now let's see what the man answers for that. The man says, you may be right. I am really okay. So the man's telling, like, maybe I'm not really sure why I came, but you can keep the cross. Okay, you can keep it yourself. Okay, so whose iron cross is it? It was the iron cross of the man, isn't it? But the man has kept it 25 years ago when he was a boy. And now this little girl has found the iron cross again. And after that, the man says, no, you can keep it yourself. He's just giving this iron cross to this girl, little girl itself. The girl says, no, no, you keep it because it is yours. Okay, so you have to keep it. But it could have remained in the tree for another 25 years if you hadn't climbed up to look for it. So what the man is telling, yes, if you would have not climbed it and if you have not taken it, the iron cross will be there for another 25 years, which means the man says after 25 years, I may be coming and visiting the house again. Okay, but if you hadn't come back again, the girl asks, okay, you said that maybe after 25 years, you would have come and see the iron cross if it is there or not. But what if you are not coming? Okay, the man says, on the right day, at the right time, and with the right person. He said, getting up and placing the medal in her hands, it wasn't the cross I came for, it was my youth. So why did he came? Did the man came here for taking the iron cross? No. He just want to bring back the olden memories there when he was living there as a boy, as a young man. He just want to cherish those memories, recollect all those memories which give him a youthful feeling. So the man said, I have not come here for the iron cross. I just come here for my youth. Saying so, he just handed over the iron cross to the girl. But she is a little girl, she did not understand that. Okay. So, but she walked with him to the gate and waited. Where the road turned, he looked back and waved to her. What's my waving to her? They're saying bye. This is what waving. Then he quickened his steps and moved briskly towards the bus stop. There was sprightliness in his step and something cried aloud in his heart. The mango-scented summer breeze made the blood course in his veins, and he forgot for a moment that he could not climb trees anymore. Which means like he becomes so happy, excited, and is full of life, so much of energy. Why? Because he has just he has just brought back all the youthful memories. So he feels very young now. Okay, so the girl just say bye to him, and he is also moving very happily and is taking his bus to go back to his place. Okay, everything he feels now very new and activated. Okay, this story is because we need to cherish all the memories. Okay, we should not just leave past as past. Yes, past is past, but at the same time, all the golden memories we should always keep with us. Okay, just like this man. Do you understand the story, children? It's a very good story. And now it's question time for you. What did the visitor hide in the jackfruit tree? Yeah, the visitor hid a cross in the jackfruit tree. When did the visitor actually hide the iron cross? He had hid it there 25 years ago. Okay. Now let's just see the summary of this lesson. Our visitor comes back to see his house, finds a 12 or 13-year-old girl there, enjoys the look of the green trees. Okay. Used to keep his treasure in the hollow of a jackfruit tree. Okay, what was there in the jackfruit tree? Iron cross. Who gave the iron cross? It was given by a German soldier during the First World War to his grandfather. And now he was old and he cannot climb trees anymore. So the girl climbs for him and he finds the iron cross. Okay, but the visitor did not take the iron cross with him. He just returns it to the girl. Iron cross would be there even after 25 years. What it says, because since you have taken it, it's yours. If you have not taken it, it will be there for another 25 years in the jackfruit tree itself. So after giving the iron cross to the girl, he walks back. He was feeling very young, enjoying the breeze and fragrance. Okay, do you understand the story, children? Now it's assignment part for you. Read the lesson once. Okay, learn the glossary and the questions from the question time. And I've just attached a PDF along with this video. You can write down the answer and the question and answer in your classwork notebook. Okay? Okay, children. So that's all for today. Thank you, children. Have a blessed day.